got this feeling.
Hello, youth developer. It is Friday, and we have Crystal Mestres
How
here.
are you guys?
We are so excited to have Crystal because, you guys are going to get to find out her story. But we just recently met, had coffee at the awesome Mustard Seed.
Yes.
And there are so many things we have in common, but the biggest thing for us was just the focus on youth development. So
Yes.
I want to jump right into it, asking you, Crystal, what do you want to see different in the field of youth development?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, I want to thank Patty for having me on today. You know, we met at Mustard Seed and just your vibes are so warm, and it was just amazing meeting you. And I know that, together we're definitely push the message as far as, bringing youth value and understanding, for me, the value of money. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Now, I'm the founder of Millennial Women Entrepreneurs, and what we're trying to push is, going to children's schools. It could be 5th grade and older, and just teaching them the value of understanding of savings, financial literacy. Because there's so many times that, me included, we didn't have that growing up. We didn't have anybody come into our schools and really talk about the value of savings or the value of understanding credit or managing money. And, or even owning a business. We're taught to be, doctors, lawyers, and firefighters, and that's great. We want to nurture that in our youth, of course. But in the meantime, there's so many things that we can harness our, our talents and maybe even build a business based on the things that we do well in. So that's really what I want to do with our youth. I want to possibly go to, all schools as far as maybe 5th grade and higher, and just talk to our children and teach them the value of savings, teach them the value of understanding credit. Because once they're 17, the first thing that, happens is they get a credit card and they don't know what to do with it. And then they're stuck with debt and, student loans, understanding the value of maybe not taking so many student loans. And some of us are not that fortunate, but saving, it could be a big step. So,
Right.
Just having children understand the value of money.
The best question that I have for you, because I just love what you do. So
thank you.
Please tell us, what are you working on right now, or what have you done lately to impact our youth?
Okay. Well, recently we just had a Minipreneurs event, and it was in April 22nd to be exact. And the focus of that event was to encourage our youth to think about their futures and, of course, own their dreams. And we had a logo design contest where we explained to children, and they had to be ages 4 to like 10 to 12, 13 years old. So that was amazing. And they came in, and some of them didn't even know the concept of business. They knew, who owns what, but, they didn't see that it could be you that's the owner of this business. So we explained to them what a logo was, and we had a whole bunch of art stations, arts and crafts, and we had all of them design their logo. What are you good at? Some kids said, I love toys. Well, that was his focus. Another girl said that she loves slime. So they made their logos, and we originally was supposed to be one winner. So we had whoever won had their logo professionally designed by a graphic designer.
That's
and and we our network of women, we just loved so many of the drawings that day we picked 2 winners. So shout out to Joshua. He was one of our contest winners.
I know him.
And Rayla, both of them, her business was called Slime Nados Nation. And then we had, about 15 to 20 kids draw logos. So we picked 2 more, and then we, sponsored 2 more logos by graphicsbyyou.com. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for your amazing work. And we had Maura and Mealy's Inspire Tees. We did that logo. And the last one was E-Designs by PL. He was our only child vendor at our Minipreneurs event. Shout out to his mom. She's amazing. And yeah, he's 7 years old, and his hat line is inspired by Minecraft, and all his hats had interchangeable pieces. And that little kid, he made a killing at our at our event. So
right.
Yeah. And he inspired other children as well. All these little kids seeing that the 7-year-old took his dream and is making a profit, is capitalizing on his dream, you know, and inspired them to create their logos. And so it's so good to bring that inspiration to our kids. So that's what happened at Minipreneurs event. We had them draw. We sent every child home with a little piggy. And on the bottom, it said, we want to inspire you to save. We had them sent home with paint and paint brushes so they could decorate it. The best decorated piggy won 2 free movie tickets. So anything to inspire children to save money, to think about their future, to own their future, that was the Minipreneurs event. So thank you to the Millennial Network, you know, all our women who helped on that amazing day.
Yes, I absolutely love that. I mean, that still gives me chills
Oh, thanks.
to hear that. And you're doing this locally, right? You did it in Staten Island.
Yes, I did this one in Staten Island. Yes.
Right, right. She's coming to your bar, people. So get ready, get your kids ready. So let's jump to our next question, which is, how did you arrive at your current title as owner and founder of
Millennial Women Entrepreneurs?
Yes.
The way it came about is I wanted to own a business. And I recently had my youngest son. He's 6 months old. And I thought to myself, you know, I don't really want to go back to work. I want to have something that is mine and I could leave behind for my children. You know, working 9 to 5s is great. But we have more. Us women, we have so many skills, that there's so many things that we can do bigger than just fulfilling someone else's dream. So in the process of doing that, you know, I saw that opening a business, when I went to school, they didn't teach us how to, or the difference between an LLC and an S Corp, so on and so forth. So here I am trying to open a business, and I'm saying, and I have, you know, minimal funds, and I have to reach out to a lawyer, and I really don't have the money to do that. So it's very hard, you know, for us. So I said to myself, you know, so many women are probably going through the same thing. So many people who are working 9 to 5s are not home and don't have the luxury to go to, you know, downtown to file for their business. So I want to put together a networking resource team where we encourage women to start business. We help them legitimize their business through the state. And we just support one another. We're a resources network. We're different women who already have businesses in different fields, and we help women maximize their time. If you have the right connects, you know, finding that those connects could be months, weeks. But if you have somebody to back you up, you know, you could do it and, you know, be successful. And us women, we wear so many caps for mothers, you know, we're still students, you know, but if we have that support, you know, our dreams can be bigger than, or could be easier attainable than we even think.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell us a little bit more on your background. So what did you do before?
I'm a saleswoman. So before that, I did life insurance, a benefits specialist. I was a manager in optical, and I was director of sales and marketing for realestateassignY.com. So I have a heavy background in marketing, communications, and sales. I'm a Fordham University graduate. So yeah, that's how it came about.
So Crystal.
Yes.
I guess as an owner, if you could speak as an owner and then as a mom, however, or both, what is the day-to-day activity that you have to do every single day?
I have 2 kids. Well, I really have 3. I have an amazing stepdaughter. She's 10 years old. But wake up at 6 in the morning. My 6-month-old baby wakes up, you know, an hour or so later. And then once that's settled, I open my computer and I just look at, you know, the day-to-day activities. For me, it's really important to write my goals down for the next day. So I go over that list and I say, okay, what needs to be done? And not only goals for the business, but goals for my home, you know, trying to balance day-to-day life. And it's really hard, you know, starting a business and, you know, being a present in every relationship is super hard. And, you know, to this day, it's hard for me. Sometimes, well, being a mom is number one, always. But then balancing, you know, not seeming so busy for my partner, not seeming so busy for, you know, my family, other than my children. And, you know, I just have to reflect. So reflection to me is really important. So I do a lot of that. And, you know, it's just a work in progress. It's day to day. I could always be better. And I'm a student of just learning life. So I just, you know, take it a day at a time. And I hope that, you know, it just gets better day to day.
Yeah, we have to be lifelong learners, especially as owners, because yes, we don't report to anybody, we have to keep up with our craft.
Absolutely.
If we don't, we will fall behind.
Yes, yes.
For sure. So that's awesome. Where is your path leading to you? What's gonna happen in your career, in your journey? Where are you going?
First and foremost, to, better the playing field for my children. That's
Mm-hmm.
the top goal that I have. As mothers, we're not living for ourselves completely anymore. It's every step we take is for our kids.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't want to lose myself, and I want to stay true to who I am as a person, because that ensures my happiness.
Yes.
So, my goal, of course, is to, bring that happiness to my children, to myself, and, spread that, those resources and awareness to everybody in our network. The main focus of Millennial Women Entrepreneurs, what our goal is to help women find their light. So many of us, we go through traumatic events in our life, and then, we have children, or we have this new job, or we're so busy that we just get caught up in life and we lose ourselves.
Yeah.
And then I want women to know that, whatever you're going through, dig really deep down in yourself and understand that you could still pursue your dreams and your passions. And this is what Millennial We does. We celebrate women, the innovative women who, finally took that leap of faith, follow their dreams, and have become entrepreneurs. And that's the mission, to have all women find their light and to inspire light in children so they can, follow their dreams and own their dreams as well.
I love it. Can I tell you, you're already successful, because that's exactly what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's exactly what you do. And it's so refreshing and so inspiring to meet other people who are living their dreams. Like, their personal mission matches their company's mission. Love that.
Thank you.
Yes, no, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So getting to just business aside, family aside, let's talk about, who are your mentors?
First, my cousin, Eileen Cruz. She's amazing. She's helped me through some dark times, and she's a mentor in the sense that she's my support system. Of course, my mother, without a doubt.
Yes.
And then as an entrepreneur, Oprah, she's gone through everything you can imagine, as far as not having anything to building this amazing empire. And that's really the steps that I want to follow. I want to be able to find that light that, helps me share that with other women, and just build my empire, God willing, as amazing as her. You always want to think positive and never, and that's really the goal. She's, Oprah, my mom, and Eileen. She's an older cousin. She's the one who inspired me to sing. She's inspired me to, always think out the box, to, she inspired me to be an alto saxophone player. I played that for 8 years. A lot of people don't know that about me. And I just wanted to be her growing up, watching her. She is so beautiful inside out. And seeing her sitting back and looking at her, I was like, I want to be, to John B, putting me on to John B, CeCe Pennington. Like, she's amazing.
So you sing as well?
God. Well, not anymore. I don't sing as much anymore. I sing to my children. My children enjoy my singing, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Got it. In the shower.
In the shower, I'm an amazing, amazing singer.
That's awesome. What about your social support? Who's in your social support, your mastermind?
Absolutely. Our network, my Millennial Women Entrepreneurs. I have a group of amazing women who help me, during, events. They're number one. We've partnered with NYC Business Solutions, so they've been an amazing support, as of late, helping us take Millennial Women Entrepreneurs to the next level.
Anybody else in your social support?
My mom and, my fiance. He's been amazing. He's been that rock to help, during this time that I'm home and building this business, from the ground up. So Jay, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you.
So we went over mentors, social support. Yes. What are you currently reading now to sharpen yourself?
Honestly, right now, I'm watching so many inspirational videos. Tony Robbins is big for me. As far as books that really have made an impact on my life, I would say Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's my number one. Whenever I write an email or whenever speaking to you, or I always try to think about the person, how can I make this experience benefit them so that we can make this an everlasting connection. So that book has definitely made an impact on my life.
Love that book.
Yeah, it's amazing. Another book. I love Susie Orman, Women and Money. She has definitely influenced me as far as helping me understand the value of money. Like I said, growing up, we didn't have that. So we go out and we find resources ourselves. And she has been that resource for me.
I know books play such a huge role for us, but now with technology, videos and audio and podcasts are right next to books because we're in the 21st century now.
Yes, absolutely. That's why when you said, "Are you reading anything?" I'm like, I'm not going to lie to her. No, I'm not reading nothing currently. But Tony Robbins, I love that man. We're looking to do something with his team soon, so I'm really excited for that.
Oh, that is so exciting!
We're looking to have one of his trainers come to one of my events and speak to our women, influence them, try to apply those techniques of business to their business so they can flourish both personally and, professionally. So I'll give you guys the details for that. I'm very excited. It's short notice, but it's worth it. And I hope as many people come and benefit from this. One thing I love about Tony Robbins, I was introduced to him by one of my old bosses. It's the DISC profile. It really breaks down your character. So it's the DISC test. I'll send it to you after. And it really, it's hard to say that a test can break down who you are, but it really helps you understand based on your answers, why you act a certain type of way and how you can improve. It's not only about judging people. It's really about how you can make yourself a better person and understanding that sometimes people can be critical and just, embracing that as constructive criticism. And, like you said, there's always room to grow. And that's why I love his workshops.
Yeah, I think I'm either ID or DI. I can't remember because my best friend and I.
Oh, so you do it. Okay. You know.
Yeah, we took it and we were completely opposite. Really funny.
No, I'm DI.
Yeah. I'm going to find out. That's it. I'm going back in my emails. So tell us, what is your life philosophy?
My life philosophy is to be happy, to take out all the toxins in your life that's bringing you down. Or, some people, you just can't remove the toxins because sometimes it could actually be people who are bringing you down. Communication is key, having that communication to, understand why they're being negative in your life and maybe you're being negative back. Just, really push so that happiness is number one. If I'm here to make you happy, you're here to make me happy, then we're all good. That's really it. I noticed, and I'll say this so it could be spread out to the women in our network and to children as well. Really understand who your friends are. They say that toxic friends are like, and I'm going to quote one of my friends. His name is Corey Woods. He's the owner of Yorock glasses, and he's amazing. I read a status of his, and he said, toxic friends are like shadows. They're only there at your shining moments, and as soon as you are in the dark, they go away. Whenever you're going through hard times, you don't see that shadow anymore. You don't see those friends. And, finding that happiness, that level playing field is so important with the people around you. So to me, philosophy is, you don't have to live for yourself, but understand the values that, make you happy. And then once you're happy, you could spread that to other people. So that's just the best thing in life.
You cannot give out from an empty cup. It's got to be full.
Yes, absolutely.
It's got to be full for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Crystal, thank you so much for being with us and spending your Friday.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to speak to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you please tell us how our audience can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So we have our website, millennialwe.com. That's millennialwe.com. And we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and that's just Millennial We. You know, go on our site, millennialwe.com, and really take the time to get to know our women. Every week we celebrate a featured millennial we, and these are women who are starting their business, you know, from the bottom up, who are moms, who are students, who, you know, they need that extra push. And a lot of us business women, we hide behind our brands, and we don't really get to explain the journey behind of, you know, how we got there, what gave us our motivation, what's our why. And every week we celebrate a woman. We talk about, you know, how they got to open their business, and, you know, what inspired them, and really you get to know them, and then you appreciate their business so much more. So again, millennialwe.com. We have about, you know, 12 to 15 women so far, and of course we're looking to grow. Every week we have people who are, you know, requesting to be our featured millennial. We will get to you, I promise. But yeah. All right. Thanks, Patty, for that. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. And do you have like perhaps an email that people get in touch with you, or anything, or tell us about your next event or any events that are happening that you want them to come?
So our email address is millennialw.e@gmail.com. And the next event that we have is scheduled for June 11th. It's going to be at Hub 17. We're going to have a speaker from the Tony Robbins team, and it's called Peak Your Performance. And then the next event after that is going to be July 29th at Pino's Palette at 6 p.m. And there we're going to have vendors. So you'll be able to paint, drink, unwind, have some you time. It could be a great date night. And then you'll be able to discount shop. And we're going to have NYC Business Solutions there to teach our women, or to give information on how to become MWBE certified. Okay.
Yes, I have my application and I'm taking it.
Oh, that application is like pages long. It's so tedious. And thank you that I'm so excited that I have Lauren from NYC Business Solutions to help me, because as soon as I make my year, I will be filing that document. It's really important.
Yes, I just made mine, so I'm definitely going to your event for sure.
Cool.
Count me in, +1.
Cool.
That's awesome. All right, so picture time.
Yes.
And that wraps up our interview with Crystal Mestres, a true superstar. Please don't forget to leave your comments, love, and likes. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.
So I'll be reaching out to you soon.